Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I got up this morning very thankful, very grateful, awesomely thankful. Very excited that my son is coming today, and I believe his fiance, and to do some things for me. And I decided to get up and try to make, like, people call it chicken and pastry. I call it chicken and dumplings, but I got a twist. I always got a twist. So I don't know if he gonna eat it. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it. But I got up because I had already bought, I know on the other video I said I had already bought that chicken from Sam's, right? I'm gonna reboil that chicken. I'm gonna reboil that chicken. The only thing that worries me is you need a little grease, a little oil, you know? So I have that bouillon that can give it some more flavor. And I'll show you that. But you know, a little oil that boils off that chicken skin and stuff like that. I'm worried that, I'm gonna show y'all these noodles, which you might already know, the flat dumplings. Y'all might already know about it. But that's what I'm worried about, that I won't get. I won't have the right amount of, I'm gonna use a pot that's more non-stick. Yeah, I know what pot to use and stuff. I don't know. This pot would be fine. Let me pause it for a second so you ain't got to hear this clanging. All right, so I did go ahead and put some water in this pot. This is the one that I'm going to use. It's just a pot that's a little bit non-stick. I do not want to make no whole big pot of this, but I am going to use that whole chicken. Where's the chicken at? I'll show you in a minute. And I'm going to use this box of Annie noodles. Well, Annie's dumplings. I did a good job of this at Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving I did boil my own chicken. And this time, like I said, it's one way of using this chicken, this rotisserie chicken that I already bought. So I'm gonna use it in attempt to reboil this chicken, to soften it up some, get, you know, so I can go in after it boils and stuff like that and get those bones out. A little easier than I could sitting here cutting it off the bone. Yeah, I'm gonna just let it boil and boil and boil and boil. I'm gonna add some accent to this water. I'm gonna show you the bouillon that I'm gonna put in here too. I'm gonna refill this. Y'all, so much going on and so much to be concerned about in the world right now. I hope that we are keeping one another in prayers. I hope that we are not being a part of the problem, but a part of the solution. And the only solution that I have right now, y'all, the only solution that I have right now is prayer. I don't see another way of doing anything, of getting any type of peace in here. And I say that the peace of God be upon us. The world is taking things the other way. Even if it has some good reasoning behind some of the things, some of the things. But some things that are being said and done, they are beyond what I can comprehend. If you comprehend it, well and good. But some things don't have to be discussed. We don't have to discuss some stuff. We don't have to discuss, you know, a man's attire, really. And if you do have to discuss something like that and you've invited someone to your place of business or to your home or to whatever, and you have a dress code, put it out there prior to. Put it, you know, you got people, you know, get your people to draw something up and send it to them. You know, this is what we expect. This is what we, you know, we find, you know, we give the okay to, whatever. But don't show the world foolery. Don't demean and degrade and talk foolish talk in such a serious time right now. And there's more things to worry about. And that's just one thing that kind of stood out to me, just one. But either way, I know nobody really wants to hear about this love and this Jesus that I usually get up here talking about. Nobody, because the world is cold and we generally got our own ideas, we got our own agendas. We don't want to see people stealing. We don't want to see people taking advantage of the systems. We don't want to see people, you know, raking, and I say that without keep from saying other words, the country in one way or the other. And I agree, you know, let's not take advantage of the country. Let's not take advantage of one another. But I believe that everything can be done in decency and order. I do believe that there is a way to do things. There is, and I can't see that these ways are the ways that my God will have us do it. We're not doing things in love at this point. Let me get back to that. This is the anise noodles. And I'm not going to open them right now because it's a while before I use them. I just took them out so that you could see them because I was talking about making this stuff. But I'm hoping that it'll come out okay. I don't have any fresh carrots. I would like to put, in my mind, I want to see a little bit of orange in there, in that soup. I'm a person, I love color. I love all colors. And I also, one of my favorite colors is white, blue, black. My favorite of all of them is the color black. I think it's so regal, you know, but I also love all colors. So I think I just want to see a little color in that soup this morning, or in the meal. It's not a soup because I have to figure out how soupy I want it. I think I want it a little bit thicker. But my son, to be honest with you, oh my God, I didn't have any, what is it, tag on it? Chicken broth. I'm using water. He's going to ask that. But I'm going to make it a broth out of this. This makes it a broth. This right here. This bouillon, chicken bouillon. And I told y'all this one smells good. Now I got a tomato one. I didn't show y'all the beef one. I'm gonna show y'all that one too. But that tomato one don't smell so good when I sniff it. But I'm gonna pour some of this in there. Because I tasted that chicken. And you know, rotisserie ain't where it used to be. The rotisserie chicken used to be seasoned from the rooter to the tutor, in and out. The bones were good, right? I mean, it was good stuff. But I ain't get that same vibe from this chicken. And nor have I gotten that same vibe from chickens lately when you go buy them like that. It's like I don't know if they came up off the seasoning for the masses or something like that. I'm not sure. But it ain't the same. So I'm going to show you the tomato-based one. And if I don't have the beef one open, I'm not going to. Oh, it's open. And now this one smells good. So this is the beef flavored one. I don't know why, but in my other videos, I had to do this too. I usually keep them pretty much kind of closed because I buy the larger container because I feel like you get more for your money. And I just hate buying small amounts of stuff because I feel like it goes fast and then I think I have some and I don't. It could be a thing from childhood. I just don't like when things run out. I just don't. It could have been having a lack of at some point, you know, and then you just don't want to go without certain things. So now I buy things in a larger amount. I don't know, but this is what I buy. And it makes sense to me. And I think to me is what it matters, that it makes sense to me. And then you do what makes sense to you. They do sell these in smaller containers. I do not know the size. I'm trying to see if I have something around the size. It's kind of, I don't know, but it's about like this. Wait a minute, I got something. Maybe about like this size. That's too big. It's not this big. But it's similar to this size anyway. And if you like buying smaller amounts and you go to the store often, then, you know, wonderful. I don't like going in the store. I generally do online orders and pick it up or something. And here's the tomato-based one. And you can actually make any of these into an actual soup or broth just to sit around and sip one. I don't like the smell of this one in the container, but I hope that, I know the light is not that great in here, but it has a tint of red and it's more tomatoey. I put it one time in my chili and my spaghetti sauce. And it was good. It was very good. And I'll let you see that, but I'm gonna look at this chicken one again because it looked like that beef and chicken look real similar. I guess it does. You can tell. That's the obvious difference. This is the beef and this is the chicken. But you can make a great soup, or if you have like just some, you know, you boil this up and you could put some onions in it or something like that. And maybe you have a piece of leftover steak or something. And just drop that in there. You're done. So we have this water going and I got accent in there, bouillon. I am going to I'm gonna cut this onion up. Yes, I put onions in my, y'all, I forgot I had this cutting board right down here. I could have been using that rather than dragging this other one all the way over there, the one that's heavy. This is not my favorite one though, because you know, it can take on so much by being wood. But just for, I do really like it. I think I got it from TJ Maxx, but it was probably 2018 or 19 when I got it. So I don't know. I know they still have some very similar because it is, and I don't know if it still is, but it was one of my favorite stores. And I need to find a can of carrots. So I have a can of carrots and I'm gonna rinse them, but I don't need them until later, till actually all the chicken is pretty much ready for the dumplings to go in. And then when I put the dumplings in there and I rinse these, I'll put that in there as well because they're already done. You know, I just want them to take on that flavor though. And I'm not gonna cut them or nothing. I'm gonna put them in there just like that. They're just sliced that way that they can, they'll break up in there because you're gonna be stirring it around. And I think, like I said, I'm gonna make it a little thick. So, yeah. But y'all, I do try my best not to get discouraged with today's current events. And I try to be reminded that this is the last days. And the Bible speaks of all of this. Nothing is new. Nothing that's happening right now. I think that the context of things I wasn't expecting. Like, I don't know why I wasn't expecting like so much hate towards certain groups. Maybe I just thought it would be more, it would just be, and this might sound horrible, but just hate, period. And I'm sure that that's what it is, but it seems to be concentrated towards certain groups, which is, you know, a little bit, it's not a little bit, it is disheartening to say the least, because y'all, we kind of already, no kind of, we've been through a lot already. So I can't even discount that. We go through already enough daily for decades and centuries of oppression. But what I love about us is we keep getting up and we keep loving and we keep being receptive of different people of all nationalities. And I love that about us. Not everyone is the same, but for the most part, one thing is the resilience of me is that I continue, and people like me, is we continue to open our hearts and forgive. I'm grateful for that, because that's biblical. It doesn't mean that everybody is living for the Lord, but somewhere along the way, your mama and daddy taught you some principles that was about forgiving and loving people through the current circumstances, because you don't know how they arrived there. I don't know how a lot of people derive so much hate, except there was a lot of pain, like, or it was taught. And if it was taught, I pray that God will have a visit, pay you a little visit, and relearn you, reteach you how you should love your brothers and sisters. Because like it or not, that's what we are. And I think it's very hurtful for somebody to be so repulsed by you that they are willing to watch others abuse you on a regular and then look at you like, what's wrong? You know, aren't you used to it? Or, because that's kind of what it feels like. People are saying, you know, you should, basically you ain't saying you should be used to it, but you are saying it. You know, what do you think? You're not even supposed to be here, or whatever. I think we need to go back and do the history on how America really came about. You know, things ain't as they appear to you, I promise you. But I ain't going into no history lessons, because I'm not the one. But you might need to look that up. You know, and it's not even that important. You know, the thing of it is brethren should live and dwell together. That's what we're here to do. We're here to live, love, and of course there's going to be some differences. There's going to be some discord. There's not going to always be just peace, peace, and love, love. I understand that. But perpetuating or not putting a halt to out of your mouth when you speak so much about other things, a halt to blatant disrespect of other people, blatant. It gives a signature of approval, or the appearance of a signature of approval. Yeah, I don't remember my mama putting particularly an onion in her stuff, but I love onions and everything, so for me, it's a win-win, and I think I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic in it. Garlic? I don't think I want garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit in there. So as we can see, I bought 2 different kinds of garlic at one point, and so we got 2 different garlics in there, and both of them are garlic powders. I'm not gonna put that much of that. I'm not that sure that I want that in there. What would be a beautiful thing to me, honestly, it's not what 1, 2, 3, or 10,000 people think. It's a few of us, it's a few of you that can open your mouth. It's a few people that can make a difference to say, I'm not a part of it. I don't like it. And I think that's what I always want to see us as humans and humanity do, is to look out for one another. You know, take responsibility for the man that's on the ground. Pick up that soldier, you know. Pick him up and say, I'm not down with that. I'm helping. I'm going to be a part of the solution. You ain't staying down. You've seen enough for most of your life of this stuff, dealing with the same issues. And unless you just feel like somehow it's right, why do you let it just go on without saying anything? Are you going along to get along? Are you just, would you rather just be quiet because it don't have anything to do with you? Would you rather watch people get mistreated because it's not your family today? What happens when it is? I don't like to see your family hurt. And I open my mouth when I see people hurting anybody. I didn't say I'm fighting because I ain't no fighter, physical fighter. But if I see somebody doing something to somebody, I'd like to know, is there a reason for that? What, you know, that's, and if I can lead the person out of the situation, you know, come on, they talking crazy. Are you doing that? Make the person that's like you, if that's what they look like, make them aware, just in case they aren't aware, that they are wrong. That they can have, let's think different. Let them know that, you know, the way you're thinking is off. But if you don't care, you won't do anything. So I'm breaking this chicken up. I'm going to use this little bit of broth in the bottom of this thing that's congealed. I'm going to put that in here too. I'm putting the skin in there, everything, because I want everything, anything that can make a flavor, I want it. I want the marrow out the bones. Believe it or not, I know you do believe it. The marrow and bones is actually really, really healthy. I mean, like extremely healthy. There's people that sell bones. I think the beef bones might be, the beef bones and the chicken feet, which is funny. But the chicken feet, now I ain't gonna lie, they are some of the ugliest things to buy out of the grocery store. Ooh, they ugly. But when you make a broth, y'all, it is like got so many health benefits to it. You gotta Google that. It's gonna amaze you at the health benefits that's in chicken feet and beef bones, even fish heads. I just thought about them, reminded myself of these things. Because if some of you don't know, I buy a lot of fish. And I've been lately buying all these fish, these giant fish, just because they don't have any pan-sized fish. But I've learned to love the big croaker just because they are still juicy when you cook them, when I fry them. I was always worried. Hold up, let me get this. I was always worried about the fish being too big for the pan that I would be frying it in. Like, because I fried in a deep fryer. And the fish is every bit that big, right? So, but I could have been cutting the heads off of those fish. I don't think I want. I ain't gonna do that. Just thinking about fish. Now I have tasted. I don't know if you ever tasted like an African fish soup. Now they put something on that. Now that's good. It don't taste like it is not fishy or nothing like that. It is absolutely delicious. But for the most part, I think sometimes they put like a tomato base behind it. And they have, I think, ginger. I'm not sure, but I think I remember ginger, garlic, real fresh ginger, fresh garlic, fresh red onion. They might have put peanut butter in there. I'm not sure, but y'all, maybe some palm oil. But just the way I'm talking about making it is just for making a broth to sip on, you know, to get a little bit of nutrients or a lot of nutrients in it. And in today's time, we don't know what they're putting in the actual, I take a lot of supplements, but I don't know how much of what I'm getting in the supplements. You know, I just hope and pray that I'm getting some vitamin C, that I'm getting biotin, you know, that in my multivitamin, that it really has what they say it has in it. But God provided us with a world of natural things out here, natural plants and vegetables that we really can get these things from. We just depend on these pharmaceuticals and these other things that people are manufacturing to play a huge part in our health. But I think we should take a look into, I do supplement sometimes with the right stuff is what I'm saying. Is sometimes make sure that you are putting some of the right nutrients in your body. I might not do it every month. I might not even do it every 3 months. But somewhere in the year, I'm going to get and make me a few jars of broth from some either beef bone or chicken feet, y'all. And I ain't going to lie. When I went and saw them chicken feet, when I first picked up a pack of chicken feet, I was like, who in the world thought of this? Who thought of even putting them in a pack? You talk about claws. They are not cute. Oh my God. I'm gonna show y'all what these bones look like boiling. But I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in there too. I don't know why. I just feel like I want some oil in this water. I need to see some grease floating in this water. Yeah, we take stuff and make it unhealthy. Don't eat this stuff every day. Don't be eating this bready, starchy stuff every day anyway. But we gonna eat it today or tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. because it's Saturday. I'm not going to cook again for Sunday. And of course, that is a lot of water, but remember, I'm going to put, I need some of it will boil away, evaporate. But some of it, I do need some water in there because I'm going to be putting those dumplings in there. You know, they will suck your water right up. You ain't going to have nothing. I went on and washed off the carrots that I'm going to put in there later. And I'm going to just put them in this Ziploc bag and put them in the refrigerator for now. Because like I said, I'm not going to finish this. It'll be a little while. So it'll probably be a part 2 to this. Because as I stated before, until I get with my grandson, which is this week, I will see him. I'm going to ask him to teach me. My son might know how to put videos together. But I don't know if he does or not, or if he'll have time to sit down with me or with that today. But somebody will teach me how to go from one video right over to the next one without having to have a part 2 unless it's like over an hour long or something. But sometimes, like the other day when I was making the cornbread salad and I needed sour cream, and I was trying to use everything but sour cream. I ended up putting blue cheese in there, and I would use it again. But I went to the store thinking that I could put the camera on pause, right? When I came back, it was off. So I know that doesn't work. So there is a way, I just don't know how to do this stuff. So I'm gonna ask my family to help me, just because, not that I think so many people are gonna watch this or nothing like that. It's not for the people, it's for me. This is my healing journey, and part of the way I get up and get my emotions out, my feelings out. It keeps me communicating and listening to myself out loud. And sometimes you get answers just listening to yourself. And I've said this before many times, that this journey that you're on, when you start your journey, create the journey that you need for you, not that others find pleasing or that they can love everything that you say and do and everything. Create one with maybe you, if you're not knowing how to do it, talk to your therapist or to family members if they're supportive. If they're not, you know, it's not about them either. But most supportive family members, my pipe cleaners is showing. You know, did a video, you know, I told y'all I put some pipe cleaners in there, probably about midway to the back, because my hair is doing what it's doing when I'm going through. But I ain't taking them out yet. I platted them right in there. And so when I take these out, I'll have crinkles with my things. Them pipe cleaners, we're gonna see what they look like. Right now, I ain't mad at them. But yeah, this journey is yours. And keep that in mind when you start doing something for you. Find a way that you can express yourself in today's world. Because some stuff that's happening is almost, I would say, it is absolutely making me feel speechless. Like the readings of some of the posts that I've read, and I'm doing my best. I think that I'm praying the Lord help me even let social media go to a certain extent, because I don't want to keep reading this stuff. It is disheartening, because I think some of the brothers and sisters have taken some of the things that's been happening as a go ahead and show the true colors, and without even really knowing all of what the DEI is, and the representation of it, or its origination. I don't think that they have a clue, but some have taken it and ran with some parts and have decided to be extremely mean, extremely negative, but it probably was already in the core. but they kept it at bay because some of the world didn't want to hear it. And now that it feels that some people that are in an important place allows it or is not speaking out against it, they have decided that they can open up a little bit more or a lot more about it. And they are loud, disruptive, proud, unapologetic to the core. I am surprised at some of the ones that are saying things. I am surprised at, while it's a lot of males, it is a lot from what I'm reading now, my little corner. It's a lot of females that's coming out with language that is not becoming of a woman. And I know that that might be really sexist, I'm not sure. But I'm not looking for those words and that way of thinking from people. To be from so many people. I knew it exists because it was happening to me. And it ain't just the people with what you call rednecks. It's them suits and them dresses. It's the educated ones with, that you think should know better. Haven't you gone and been around enough people to know that we are all created equal? We are really, literally, we actually came from God. We are wrapped in different looking packages. But underneath here, we are all made from the same thing. The blood that's coursing through my veins, it came from my mama and daddy, but it looks the same as yours. And so on and so forth about that part. I could just go on and on about it because, like I said, it's different and disheartening to see people be so loud and proud, and they are able to do it with no repercussion. Nobody's policing them. Nobody's saying in any platform, in any place now, you shouldn't do that. Pretty much like you really think it's right. You really think the country belongs to you. I implore you to go back and look. Please. I also will implore you to say, no, I'm not going there. Anyway, I have said it before and I'll say it again. Where exactly do you expect the people to go? Where we're going? If you say go to hell, that's not a place in which you can invite or tell anybody or damn anybody to. It does not belong to you. You cannot command that. That is not in your jurisdiction at all. But if your heart doesn't change, there will be a day you'll hear depart from me. And hell will be your home. In a lake of fire, with weeping and gnashing of teeth for eternity. And look up what eternity means. It is forever. Forever. You're going to live somewhere. When this body takes and goes back to the dust, your soul is going somewhere, and you will feel either the elated of whatever's being created for you and I right now, which is where God wants us to go and why he sent his son Jesus to die for us, or you will go to that place to where in which hate will exist forever. And the one that put it in your heart will be laughing at you. It will be as loud and louder than what noise you're creating right now with the tip tap of your fingertips as you broadcast hate-filled messages, as your lips speak negativity and negative words that I wouldn't utter, you wouldn't utter them to your dog, and would absolutely go to jail if somebody said it to your dog. But those words will lead you to a place that will burn for eternity. I don't want you to go there. I don't want to go there. So I am training. I am in training. I lift my hands regularly for the Lord to clean me up, wash me, wash my mind, Lord, wash my heart. It is full of things. It wants to go this way and that way. I am not perfect, Lord, but I know you and you alone. You know, you can heal me, you can save me, you can wash me, you can cleanse me thoroughly. So I stand before him for that regularly. Even today, I am right before him because my heart needs some washing right now, because honestly, I really don't understand it. And sometimes I'll be, you know, like Jesus. I need you to come see about me. This stuff is hurting. This stuff is, it's been hurting me for a while though. It's just getting where, like I said, it's louder and nobody has to hide it. So I am going to let this do what it's doing, which is going to be doing this for a little while, I think. I mean, technically it's done. I just need it to get really, really soft to be able to just come right off those bones, boil right off those bones. And if necessary, if I'm absolutely boiling all the flavor out of it, guess what? Wait a minute. And y'all know I sing it on a regular. What does accent do? It wakes up the flavor in your chicken. They should put me on the camera somewhere on TV with that one. I love some accent, y'all. Listen, my mama used to use this. And she could cook. So I'm not a cook. But I be putting the accent on stuff, and at least the stuff I eat, and I feel like it wakes up the flavor and whatever you use it on. And I really, really like it. So you have to try it on some stuff. Now remember, it does have like some MSG, I think, in it probably. I don't know. I can't even name the stuff that's in there. You could Google it. It says it has 60% less sodium than salt. And it says you can put this on salad. Now, I ain't never put it on nothing that I wasn't cooking. Soups, stews, casserole sauces, salads, vegetables. You see chicken up there and all kinds of vegetables. Either way, and I guess there is salad up there, isn't it? Like I said, I never put it on. I consider salad to be raw, and it is. I ain't put it on nothing that I have just not cooked, like I said. But anyway, y'all, I will probably have to do a part 2 to this. And in that part 2, maybe my son will be here by then. He was supposed to have been here 30 minutes ago. But at some point I'll do it. If he's not here at that time, or if he's not going to be gone, because I'm going to make it, you know, hopefully he'll eat some. And maybe I will video him tasting it, because I've said in other videos, I don't feed people my food. But the only one that would eat some, everybody ate some of the dumplings on Thanksgiving, because I had prayed over that, and Lord, touch this pot, Jesus. If I put too much of anything in it that don't belong, Lord, just let that flavor go away, and just stick your finger of love in there, Lord. I pray over my food, because my cooking is not there yet. Yeah, So we pray that it turned out well. And maybe I'll get, like I said, a video of him tasting it. And I don't know if I really want to do that or not, because he's really, really honest. He loves me, but he's really honest. And he's just going to be like, he's going to be like me. If it's good, it's good. If it ain't, I'm going to let you know what it needs. So if it needs something, he's surely going to say it. Period, point blank. So y'all, remember your story matters. Do something today that is family oriented. Plan to maybe visit a church tomorrow. To try to meet up with some people to assemble yourselves with, some other people that could be praying for you and praying for our country and praying for more love in our country and different things. Keep the world in your prayers. Keep a brother and sister in your prayers. I'm begging you, we need it. It's some sad stuff going on, to say the least. And it's not just, if you think that people are just getting up, moving on without feeling the hate, no. Everywhere you go for a lifetime in this skin, you are conscious that somebody, because a lot of times they let you know that you're not wanted. But never in the history of my 57 years have I seen it be so blatant by so many. I have been in rooms. I have been traumatized by it. Just recently went through some things, and we'll talk about that another time. I have just never seen what the world is going through right now. I've never read so much foolishness, and I've never seen people's hearts be so cold. But we know this is the last days, and some things have to happen. But let's not get caught with our work undone. Let's ask God what He wants our hands to do. And while it's easier said than done, to follow the straight and narrow. But get on that straight and narrow and get off that wide road right straight to hell, because that road over there, that road to good intentions, it ain't leading nowhere. Might get you more money, more fame, more fortune. It might get you some more friends or so-called friends. But that ain't what's going to be important when that trumpet sound. It ain't going to be important when we stand before Him and either He says, well done, my good and faithful servant. That other part, them other words, they don't have to be for you. They don't have to be for me. We just need to follow the word of God and ask Him what it is He will have for us to do. What you want me to do, Jesus? You got something for Regina to do, and you got an assignment on my life. What is it? What you gonna have me to do today? How you want me to bless somebody? And stay out the way of other people. Stop perpetuating hate to mankind. And pray for the ones that are going through it. Because let me share again that it is not easy. I love you guys. Keep us in your prayers. I'll be back though. And you'll see my nice, tall, handsome son. Now, he gonna be looking like he got on. I don't know what I'm sure he coming with work clothes on. So that is what it is. But you're gonna meet him in his rough gear. All right, y'all.